I'm Anil Kumar, and here is solution of question number 12, page 179 from Nelson's chapter 4.2, where we are working with critical points. The question here is, for f of x equals to x cubed minus kx, where k belongs to set of real numbers, let me write belongs to set of real numbers, find the value of k such that f of x has no critical numbers, one critical number, or two critical numbers, right? So what are critical numbers? Critical numbers are the numbers where the derivative is either 0 or undefined. So let us say what a critical number. So we are looking for the derivative of the function, and we will try to find a point number c so that the derivative is 0 or undefined. So that is a strategy. So what we are given here is f of x equals to x cubed minus kx. So f prime, the derivative of this function, will be 3x squared minus k. Now that's the derivative. Now this function is continuous, right, without any breaks, so the derivative is never undefined, but it can be 0. So we can equate this to 0 and find the critical number. So that means x is equals to k over 3 square root, right? So whenever you do square root, you get plus and minus, two different values, right? So that becomes the critical number for us. So what we have really here is that two possible critical numbers. So let's write down critical numbers. So critical numbers are, we'll write them as x equals to plus minus square root of k over 3, right? So that becomes the critical number for us. Now, depending on the k value, the critical numbers can change. The number of critical numbers can change, right? So if k is equals to 0, then what? Then x is equals to square root of 0 over 3, which is 0, right? So there is only one critical number. If k is greater than 0, in that case x will be equals to square root of k over 3, and since it is greater than, we expect two values, right? So we have two values, one positive k over 3, the other one will be negative square root of k over 3, right? But if k is less than 0, if k is less than 0, in that case we'll have x equals to plus minus square root of a negative value here, right? So negative value over 3, which is not real. Is that okay? Which is not real. So that means no critical number, right? So likewise, we can get conditions for this one is for no critical number, right? So this is no number at all, so no critical number, since it is not in the domain of real numbers. Okay, so that means for no critical number, k should be less than 0, right? For one critical number, k should be equal to 0, and for two critical numbers, k should be greater than 0. So that is how we can answer this question. I hope that is absolutely clear. Thank you and all the best.